but I can't. Yeah. I'll demonstrate anything. This is what I do when I go to class. I just roll all over the ground. So
That's just how I roll.
That's just how I roll. That's right. So, so to get the digestive system, I would normally take my shirt off. I'll take my shirt off in class, but you can see your hip line. So you want to stay at that hip bone line and belly button. Those are kind of your two coordinates on the body to start at. We lay down completely flat, and when we're rolling the right side, that right leg is straight, so that we're putting the most body weight pressure onto that right side. So we put down, get it lined up with the belly button and the hip, and then get as low to the ground as possible. That is putting, obviously you can see all my body weight right there on that roller. Then we just pull forward all the way down. It gets uncomfortable around that uterus, right to the pelvic bone. So I'm rolling through that lower abdomen, all of it to that pelvic bone, and then rolling back up. That is one roll. We do that 5 times, and then we stop on the belly button. And what that pressure does is that helps to break down anything that's on your main artery that runs through the center line of the body, which is huge because that's the blood that goes up to the brain. So we break down anything that's on there, that artery gets pumped a lot better.
It helps with surgeries and scar tissue.
Yes, yes,
Because
yes.
I had an appendix and I had a gallbladder and I had C-section and that helped.
Yeah, I've only had one of those, but thank you for mentioning that because I do have 2 girls. One of my girls that's rolling right now, she was born with birth defects where her intestines were outside of her body, so she's had multiple surgeries on her stomach. She has a large scar tissue, and that's why she keeps coming to class, because she says this, she can feel it starting to release all of that in her stomach. So that's a good point. Scar tissue inside there, especially for us women, it is gonna help break that down. And when we get pregnant, our abs do this. So as now we want our tummies to be flat again, we're gonna roll that down and break it so they actually, the muscles can reconnect down through that center line. So we do right side, left side.
You're saying that just by doing this, the abs.
Yeah, it's gonna,
Or whatever.
yeah, it breaks it down. And then I also, at the end, we scrape our diaphragm starting from here, going down into the belly button. And then I also lay on it straight because I do the obliques this way, side to side. So
you don't lay on it straight and go back and forth, you lay on it straight and go side to side.
and go side to side. Yeah, because if you go back and forth, you're gonna hit those ribs pretty quickly, and then you're gonna hit both hip bones. But when you're on the side, it kind of goes at an angle down into there as we're working on it. When we were doing the full roll on the right side, and then the left side would do that. And then yeah, the center is just for blocking because we get really tight here. So your hips carry most of your tension, carries most of your energy, and they don't hurt. They just make everything else hurt. So they are the bad guys, and when you feel the pain in your knee or the pain in your back, they are the victims. And so you don't need to take care of your back and your knees. You need to take care of your hips. And that's where we get confused as humans because we think, oh, it hurts here, so here's the problem. But it's more like that's the victim. The problem is somewhere else.
Which you also taught at Side Massage College would be a good problem. The massage therapist to know this. You know what I mean? This is a really important thing. I don't think we've had to change our approach.
You know, yeah.
But they're really great. We have a lot of the Eastern modalities, like very much good energy, but still being puppy, which causes microsurge. Like I have some on me right now.
You're like, I felt it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like a whole, this is just
It's a whole new ballgame. You're welcome, and thank you for mentioning that because I'm thankful that massage has brought fascia in because I believe that massage therapists are actually more educated in fascia than your everyday doctor. Because your everyday doctor has to go back to school now to get educated in fascia, which most of them don't. They continue their practice at whatever it is, and they have almost zero education in the fascia system. So massage therapists have been studying it since 2012, 2013, and it's slowly become part of the practice, so.
apparently this is a huge thing with pain comes. Like, so what are we just like doing things that we might not actually need to be doing?
Yeah.
Causing more issues.
Yeah, business, you want your clients to have the highest success rate. So as an individual, you understand fascia. I would say get fascia certified with Jeannie. Jeannie's the master teacher. If you guys want to write her name down, Jeannie Christofferson is the master teacher in the state of Utah. Also, I would say she's the master teacher in the entire country because we only have two. The other one was in Washington, the state of Washington. And Jeannie is just, she's the one who certified everyone in this state. There's only about 5 states that even have fascia instructors right now.
I think she's still teaching Saturday mornings over at Summit off Bluff.
Yeah, and I think she teaches Tuesdays and Thursdays Summit on Sunset. That was the class I used to go to. But she's the master teacher. When she talks like a doctor. I don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm not
She shows you these
informational.
graphic photographs. My first classes were with her.
Oh, yeah.
And
And
I
she
was
shows you what her fascia
dying.
Oh, yeah. When you walk up in class, she goes, do you know what your fascia looks like? This is what it looks like.
It does. It's pulled it out of her bag.
Yeah, like, I don't have those type of pictures in here. We have, yeah, these are more illustrations.
And when you go to the next class, she goes, you survived, welcome.
Yes, yes, and it's very true. Like I said, I've had a lot of people just quit because after they realize how much toxins and how much they hurt, they're just like, I'd rather hold on to all of that instead of deal with the pain of letting it go, which is silly.
So really quick, does it matter the speed? I mean, can you just really get in there?
We
like
say moderate, not too slow, because that's going to create more stagnation. You don't want to sit in one area, and not too fast, because then you're not allowing it to flow, but a nice moderate, smooth speed. Yeah.
Really try to take at least one class because you learn so much in that one class.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Areas that you wouldn't imagine. Really into that.
And when do you teach next over at the, what is it, Awaken something?
Awaken Souls Monday at 4:15,
Okay.
and then I teach in 15 minutes, so I gotta run.
That's downtown.
This might be too over.
Tabernacle
And
Lane.
it's competition.
Right next to
Okay.
Capletti's.
My daughter-in-law
And she has like your theater.
called me up friends, and she said, guess what I did today? I don't know, what? I went and got a COVID vaccination. You did? So, she said, I don't even know why I did it. I just went and did it. And then when I got out, I couldn't figure out why I did it. Anyway, it turned out that she wants to know what she could do to get, from having the results in 4 to 12 months, some people are getting bad results. So would this kind of help her, you think?
Not on that level. No, I would say going back to what we talked about, Cynthia talked about, I would say now that it's in her, it's all about her accepting it, loving it, and transmuting it, yeah.
Bring
Yeah.
that up, flame in.
Yeah, bringing, definitely, that's more on an energetic. Yeah, and for her to not have any fear, if she feels like it's something she needs to get out of her body, then it's actually gonna start harming her, you know, on that negative side, so yeah, that's all energy, that's not physical energy. Now, if she does start having any sort of physical pain, then yes. So if she got it in her arm and she notices that maybe it's getting inflamed, for sure. But remember what this is gonna do is gonna circulate it through the body. So yeah. No, that's not controversial. I'm so
Well, it was
interested
because-
for you, especially
Yeah.
being your
I
daughter.
have
My
a
daughter
great
went and
friend.
got one. That'd be very controversial.
Yeah, I have a grandson coming from heaven, and my grandson said no one can see a baby unless they have a shot. I never get a shot. But you can see, I sort of have a meltdown. I do, because now that whole side of my family, my grandsons, and their wives, all doing it, and the baby's inside of the baby. And I just.
That's the scariest one right there for me, is
Yeah.
pregnant women getting this immunization, because I have a feeling that
No idea.
Yes, Robbie.
So yeah, I just kind of want to go back to the fascia has light in it. Isn't that something like the sun or whatnot too, in a way?
The light, oh, I'm not sure, what, are you saying what kind of light it is?
Yeah, I just most people see when I say, isn't it like absolutely awesome that our bodies, like there's light somehow in them, so that.
Yeah, it reminds me of how we need the sun outside of us, the light outside of us.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You didn't know you did so many modalities with it. Sorry. Would anyone like to stay? Should I leave the book?
When, is there any way to purchase that book from you, when coming to the class or something like that?
Technically, this book comes with the rollers when you buy the rollers.
Oh, okay, uh-huh.
It's just like an ebook.
I see. Uh-huh.
So, yeah, if you wanted to take pictures of it.
Online too, you think?
Oh, yeah, okay, and be honest, Tom Brady made his book about using the elastic bands. So my parents bought me the book. And I'm not a Tom Brady fan, in the book, he actually has one of those type rollers, and he goes through almost every single one of these positions, but with that type of roller, not with this one. I was like, whoa, yeah. You want to borrow it? I'll leave it here. You guys have another 30 minutes. I just have to. Yes. Okay. Something at home. Oh, I got a rolling pin. Good.
I have 2 rolling pins, and I was gonna get rid of one, and something just said, no, don't do it.
Oh, God.
And now I know why. It's
Both roll,
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
TV.
Well, one was.
Do you want to keep that one for us? That's probably a good idea. Yeah, okay. Go ahead. You're good. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Enjoy your blessing.
We'll send it to you. All right, Scott. You're up. Everybody stand up.
The only day the AT&T guy can come by. I guess it's Century.
That's okay.
Okay. So all get together and get our minds on the love of God. Take a big deep cleansing breath from the earth, bring it up into your heart and go up into the heavens. Bring the love of God down into your heart. And breathe out anything that isn't the love of God. Breathe a big breath in from the firmament of the heavens. Bring the love of God into your heart. Hold it there. It's the only thing that is in your heart is that love of God. Breathe out. Breathe in again. The love of God into your hearts and make it expand throughout your chest and then release. Breathe in again. The love of God into your heart, expand it throughout your entire auric field so you are filled with the love of God. Breathe out. Breathe in again. The love of God expanded out into the entire community here in St. George and surrounding area. The love of God expanded out to every human, every plant, every animal, and every beast. Breathe in again. The love of God in your heart expanded into the whole region of this part of the earth. The love of God into every person, into every animal, plant, insect, being, and release. Breathe in again. The love of God into your hearts and expand it out into the entire earth. Fill it with the love of God and release. Breathe in again. Expand that love from your heart out into our solar system, the entire solar system, to every being out in our solar system, the love of God. Release. all your love is expanding out into the universe, into our galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy, and it's expanding out into every being in this whole galaxy. We ask that they expand their love to us and release. Breathe in again. Expand into the great central sun in the center of the multiverse, and the love of God comes in and reorganizes your body into the perfection of the love of God, and release. In the name of the Almighty, I am that I am, under the powers of the great divine director, the Holy Spirit of God, we ask that the energies, and we call forth the energies to perfect all our DNA, perfect our planet, perfect every human on the planet, and bring them back into the love of God. We ask that the archangels, we call them forth to surround us and protect us, and that all entities, demons, beings which are not part of the love of God, that they be expelled from the earth, that they be removed and sent back into the love of God in the great central sun to be reabsorbed. We bless that everyone here will receive guidance, love, joy, and peace in their hearts, and that our hearts, our minds, and our souls will be connected to God through our love of God, and that that love will expand within us, and we can love our neighbor as ourselves. We bless each of you that your hearts, your systems, your organs, your glands, everything within your body, your bones, your sinews will function perfectly, that the DNA will expand and create perfection in your body and cells, and that the quantum field will become one with you. In the name of the Almighty, I am that I am, so be it, so it is.
So it is.
Woo! She was happy with that. Thank you for being here, everybody. Boy, that brought tears to my eyes. That was good. That was good. Oh, hug each other and bless each other and. Bless you, God bless you. Thanks for leading us. It's been great. Come here.
You're like, hey, so well, I can't hear everything.
First time I met you, you look like a heavenly being. Yeah. So you're coming on.
I was like, you're gonna go ahead and your
I'll go over to the teachers.
Oh man, I've been through a lot. Oh, how are you?
Oh, okay.
I like your poncho. God bless you.
Yeah, she went to art. Yeah.
Oh, I choose.
You did good.
No, I mean, she'll.
Where I'm supposed to be for now.
Nice.
Yeah, she's definitely.
Yep. Give me a hug.
I'm picking her up from the airport. She's in the airport. Well, she's in Hawaii now. She's been there for